Welcome to the 2025 Oswego Media Summit.
Sorry, it said open already.
Welcome to the 2025 Oswego Media Summit. I'm Austin Claus.
And I'm Aurora Fitzgerald. So I'm a senior. I've done the Media Summit at least 4 times. I feel like this is a really, really exciting time. How many times have you been to Media Summit so far?
This would be my second time ever. I am a junior right now, and last year I went to the Media Summit and I learned quite a bit about the media landscape right now and how this will impact the career and the jobs I look for the future.
Yeah, you know, this is a very exciting time. We're going to be seeing a lot of career connectors and a bunch of alumni that are going to be panelists, which we will get into later on. Now, some of you are probably asking, what is the Media Summit? This is the Lewis B. O'Donnell Media Summit, which is one of the biggest events hosted by SUNY Oswego that is driven by the creativity and curiosity of the communication, media, and the arts departments. This is a day-long interactive event for all students to meet career connectors and panelists from the communications and arts field. Along with hearing about their experiences after graduating SUNY Oswego, this event will explore timely trends and career paths in journalism, television, sports, film, radio, digital media, and so much more. This event wouldn't be possible without the continued support from Oswego's alumni. Now, there is a different theme for this event, and this year's theme we will get into a little later, but first, let's look at the rich history behind the Media Summit. Austin?
Yes, as I said, this is the 21st ever Media Summit, and the Media Summit is named after Dr. Lewis D. O'Donnell Media Summit. It was founded 21 years ago by Lou Bordelli and co-sponsored by our lovely alumni, Al Roker, and has had continued support from alumni from practically every year and anybody who is willing to donate. The Media Summit was founded to honor the late Dr. O'Donnell, who sadly passed away in 2007 and was a beloved professor of both founders, Al Roker and Lou. A fun fact, actually, about Dr. Lewis O'Donnell was that he wasn't just loved in the SUNY Oswego and the Oswego as Oswego professor, but he was loved all throughout upstate New York because he had frequent appearances on a television show called The Magic Toy Shop, and he made frequent appearances as Mr. Trolley, which was it's quite a treat. I think that is lovely that he inspired kids like around upstate New York and continued to inspire even today.
Yeah, you know, I think that's a real testament to how involved he is in the community, especially with children. They have such young minds, and then you can get them interested in so many things and set them up for their future, even at such a young age. And I think that's a really beautiful thing. It's very nice that we get to honor him with this.
Yes, it is very lovely.
Now we are going to toss to our red carpet reporter, Eddie McAlpine, for an interview with SUNY Oswego's Professor Suarez. Eddie?
Thanks, guys. We are here at the 21st Annual Media Summit. I'm here with the director of the Media Summit, Professor Suarez. Professor, what can you tell me about today's event?
Well, today's event is about creativity, and we use technology and how to use technology to still be creative. So it's the evolution of an idea.
The evolution of an idea. What can people expect to see today with all of the panelists and all of the career connectors?
Very good discussion and conversation about how we can integrate technology, AI, and the whole new technology that is out there to be more creative.
Awesome. Speaking of new technology, we are inside the brand new opened Hewitt Hall. What can you tell us about this hall so far?
Oh my God, it's a wonderful building that has been created to collaborate with graphic design, music department, broadcasting, media. So we are now all under one roof, and that allows us to do really good collaboration between each other. And it's a beautiful building, brand new. We all feel like kids with new toys for sure.
Absolutely. We are in this beautiful building for the rest of the afternoon. I will have more for you later, but as for now, I'm Eddie McAlpine here with Professor Suarez. I'll send things back to you guys.
Thanks, Eddie.
We have 4 amazing panelists that are going to be talking at this year's Media Summit. And we have a package set up, so take it.
The panelists of the 21st edition of the Louis B. O'Donnell Media Summit. The first would be SUNY Oswego alumni Gabriel Almanzar. Almanzar graduated in 2005 and is currently the creative director for CBS News. While being at CBS, he has worked on presidential elections, presidential debates, Papel coverage, and many more breaking news stories and specials. This work gained him a News Emmy in 2021, awarding one of his news specials. Almanzar is not only crucial to CBS's news team, but also plays a part in CBS Sports, designing layouts for Thursday Night Football and some of the Super Bowls. That work gained him a Sports Emmy in 2016. Moving on to Barry Gleiner. Gleiner graduated from SUNY Oswego in 1984. He has had several editing positions before going on to work with Discovery Inc. Eventually, through their merger, he became the director of post-production at Warner Bros. Discovery Pictures. Now, he isn't only overseeing teams from New York, but also Maryland and Atlanta. Gleiner is a key member of the organization, and his job is to understand the bigger picture. He drives the post-production process, leading and supporting his team and the individual people involved. Now for Kim Abundandolo. After graduating in 2016, she also had multiple media jobs before she went on to work with MSG Networks. From a production assistant to an associate producer, now to an Emmy-winning producer and director, Abundandolo now is a leader, developing branded campaigns for major sports teams. She has also produced content celebrating events like Pride Month, Black History Month, and Women's Empowerment Month, using her background in storytelling to connect with all audiences. Those are our panelists for the 2025 Media Summit, and we can't wait to hear all the knowledge that they're going to share. Coming up, we're going to take a look at this year's theme.
Stay tuned for more coverage of the Media Summit after the break.
If you like action, romance,
If you're watching this,
and highbrow humor,
surface is this.
Floor. Minch did not legitimately put his head in the toilet.
there's only one place to turn. Tune in to new episodes of
Oh boy!
only on WTOP.
Look at the number of disasters in the U.S. Chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris.
That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast Pop-Tarts.
It's showtime, Chris.
Come on.
I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say.
No.
Spin the wheel.
But you got censorship.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to...
What is the theme this year?
Well, the theme for this year's Media Summit is the evolution of an idea, how to nurture an idea in the digital age. This year we'll bring together the educators, students, and industry leaders we will be seeing later, along with the career connectors and respected experts. One of the most pressing challenges this event will be focusing on is fostering creativity in a world increasingly shaped by digital tools and technology, such as AI and artificial intelligence, and how we can nurture creativity with this tool that could be possibly taking over.
Yeah, well, I'm really excited to get into that later, but right now we have Emma Levy with us, class of 2020.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. How are you?
Thank you guys so much for having me. Yeah, I'm good.
Of course, it's an honor.
I'm excited to be here. it's definitely a scary landscape out there. I get it, especially from a student heading out in the world. You're seeing a lot of stuff changing. So
yeah, absolutely. So your class of 2020, how was your time at SUNY Oswego best prepared? How has your time at SUNY Oswego best prepared you for the role that you are currently in?
Okay, so I'm a camera operator, and I graduated 2020, which is an ominous year. COVID was happening. There wasn't a whole lot to do when we got out. Obviously, it was a sense of resiliency from the people that have, you graduate in a scary time, but honestly, it's always a scary time, right? You don't know what the unknown is, and when you get out of here, you're like, oh gosh, what do I do with my life? It's the same existential questions we all ask ourselves, so.
Of course.
Yeah, it's the same struggle with or without COVID. It was just an added element to wait around until jobs open back up. But
I'm sure that must have been a different time.
Yeah, it was definitely funky. People were still figuring out what was normal again. And then once everything came back, there were still, obviously, you tested and you figured shit out. You test and figure stuff out. But I think Oswego specifically really helped me feel confident that I was able to get onto a set and speak to people and know what I'm talking about and not just go in blindly. So yeah, it was really good.
So Oswego really prepared you.
Yeah, I will say that. I think especially a lot of the people I met here wound up being colleagues. Even some of the career connectors here we've worked together recently, which is great. So you see a lot of people in the field from Oswego. At one of the places I work, there's 4 to 5 Oswego alums that I mentioned it one day, and 4 of them came out and was like, I went to Oswego. And so we all kind of bonded over that. So it's nice to know that you were at the right place to do what we're doing.
Being a filmmaker as well as a live camera operator, how has this year's topic resonated with you as someone whose job is slowly being more automated?
Yeah, it's scary when you see a lot of shift is heading towards specifically robo cameras, but those cameras still need to be operated. Yes, they can be pre-programmed, but there still has to be an element of shaping the frame, and that doesn't come from a computer, that comes from a human mind. And so maybe we have to learn new skills. Maybe we have to be more reliant on these specific kind of camera movements, but I think I also do something called Steadicam, which is primarily, you are the tripod, you are the human stabilizer, and so that doesn't go anywhere, and it creates a specific look, especially in film. Broadcast can be a little bit, more lenient towards using robotics because they're not as focused on the creativity or the frame of the craft. As long as your talent is in the shot and they're clear, it's fine. But with film, I don't think robotic camera operating is going to stop having operators be there. If anything, if you guys seen Severance, that was all done on something called a Libra head or a techno crane that have pre-programmed movements, but those take 3 to 4 people to add to the style. They have someone to move it, they have someone to change the buttons, they have someone to set it up, they have somebody to operate it, and they have somebody checking it out and making sure that all the parts are moving. So that's 4 or 5 jobs for one techno crane. So even though we're implementing all these new technologies, it's not just one person that's using it, it's a bunch of people, and it's just elevating what we can do.
Yeah, so you're still going to need people there regardless.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now, what advice would you give to students who are interested in pursuing a career in media in this ever-evolving digital landscape?
Okay. When I first went out into the field, I obviously don't have a famous uncle or aunt that's a producer, so like many of us, I was a little concerned about how I'm going to get into such a scary industry, right? You think, I got to know somebody. And that is true, but you don't need to know anybody famous. You just need to go out and put yourself out there. I think it's super powerful to, people call it manifesting, but it's really just speaking what you need people to hear. If you say, I'm thinking about getting into writing, that doesn't really speak out to anyone. But if you tell people, hey, I'm a writer, because you write in your free time, you are a writer, you're not lying to anybody. Being confident about your skills and telling people what you do and what you'd like to do is really powerful, and people remember that, and they'll bring you back for those important jobs that come up. Or if you keep saying to people, hey, I do this. So for me, I was taking out the trash on the set, and I kept bothering the camera department. I kept being like, hey, I want to work in camera, and at first they laughed it off, and then the last 2 weeks of the show, somebody dropped out and they were like, do you want to be in camera? That's how it worked out for me. And it's really just creating those opportunities. People call it luck, but it's also just you putting yourself in those positions. So being really vocal about what you want to do is super important and always helps. Doesn't matter what department or field you end up in. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's amazing. Do you have any other things that you would give advice to? Any other unique experience that you had? Anything else you want to add?
I think specifically with AI, I know a lot of people are using it to kind of I guess, fill in gaps for themselves, right? You're too lazy to write an email, you're too tired to do this thing. Like, that's fair, but then if somebody else on the other line is doing that as well, then you have two people using computers to talk to each other, and then we lose that lack of interaction, and we lose that human element, which makes stories important, because stories are human, and they need to be told by humans, otherwise they lose that authenticity and the element of, like, I want to watch this because I can relate to this. We can't relate to a computer, so we shouldn't make stories from computers. So, yeah, that's why we share stories in the first place.
Yeah, well, that's definitely good advice. Well, we thank you so much for your time.
Thank you guys.
I appreciate
It was
that.
very nice meeting you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the Media Summit.
Yes.
Thanks. Yeah, me too.
Well, we are going to throw to Eddie McAlpine at the red carpet. Eddie? Oh.
Let me know when we're in break.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No, but you've got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
If you like action, romance,
If you're watching this,
and highbrow humor,
surface is this.
Floor. Minch did not legitimately put his head in the toilet.
there's only one place to turn.
Now we're going to be joining Eddie McAlpine at the red carpet. Eddie?
Thanks, guys. I'm down here with our second career connector of the afternoon, Damon Park. Damon, how has your time at SUNY Oswego prepared you for your career?
Yeah, SUNY Oswego is a great place to be a student at. It's just a really collaborative environment with a bunch of like-minded students, and the perfect place to continue to grow and aspire to be the next best person in the field, right?
Absolutely. So I'm told you are also a Taekwondo master. How is that? Talk about your experience with that.
Yeah, so my family owns a business in Long Island, so I've been doing Taekwondo since I was 3 years old. That actually really helps as far as where I am today. It's taught me time management, self-discipline, and just the drive to always keep trying your best even if things aren't going well.
Awesome, awesome. So what advice do you have for students quickly before we talk about AI and automation?
Yeah, no, my biggest thing is organization is key. If you don't have an organized project, organized timeline, whoever you're working for, they're going to have a tough time looking through everything, and it's just not going to be a fun day for anybody involved.
Thank you, Damon. It was an honor and a pleasure. I'm going to send things back up to Aurora and Austin. As for now, I'm Eddie McAlpine in Hewitt Hall.
Thank you, Eddie. Well, I think that is all from us. Don't forget the panelist event starts at 3 p.m. featuring 4 SUNY Oswego established alumni to hear their unique experiences and how you can prepare for your future career.
Thank you for tuning in with WTOP. We hope everyone enjoys a fun, interactive, and rewarding time at the 21st Annual Lewis B. O'Donnell Media Summit.